Welcome to part 3 of maths chapter determinants. So this is a small topic, so maybe we are going to cover two more parts in this particular video. So this topic, this part 3 is about product of determinants. Like two matrices can be multiplied with each other, two determinants can also be multiplied with each other. And same as matrix, there is a row column multiplication rule, just like in matrix. But for determinants, certain things are different. We have to understand what difference is there in the multiplication of determinants and the multiplication of matrices. So two determinants are confirmable for product when the determinants are of the same order, and they should be square determinants of square matrices. So the determinants of the order 3 by 3 or 2 by 2 can be multiplied with each other. Also, they should be of the same order, of course. A 3 by 3 determinant can be multiplied with a 3 by 3 determinant, and so on. Right? So, for multiplication, both determinants must be square of determinants of square matrices and of the same order. Also, there is one more thing, that if the first determinant is multiplied with the second one, and if you change the order of the product, still the answer will be the same. Unlike matrices, in matrices it's not the same. So delta 1 multiplied by delta 2 is the same as delta 2 multiplied by delta 1. So let's take delta 1 as a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, and a3 b3 c3 as shown over here, and delta 2 as alpha 1 beta 1 gamma 1, alpha 2 beta 2 gamma 2, and alpha 3 beta 3 gamma 3. So if you multiply them, so what we have to do is, basically you have to multiply row column multiplication rule you have to utilize. So the first row of the first determinant and the first column of the second determinant will get multiplied, and the product will get added with each other, like a1 alpha 1 plus b1 alpha 2 plus c1 alpha 3. The corresponding elements of the first row of the first determinant and first column of the second determinant will get multiplied, and the product will get added, and you will get the first element of the product. Now remember, if both the determinants are of the order 3 by 3, then the product will also bear the order 3 by 3. It will have the same order, right? Now you're done with the first row and first column, so you have to move ahead with the first row and second column. If you multiply the corresponding elements of the first row and the second column, first row of the first determinant and second column of the second determinant, you will get the second element of the first row of the product, and so on so forth. If you go on multiplying row wise and column wise, you will get the respective elements of the product, right? So this is the same rule as that of the multiplication of two matrices, but the value of determinant does not change if we interchange rows and columns. So for understanding that, please see this. So we can also follow the rule of row by row or column by column multiplication. You can multiply two rows also together, right? Here we have written a1 alpha 1 b1 alpha 2. In this we have written a1 alpha 1 b1 beta 1 c1 gamma 1, right? So if you interchange the rows and columns, here they have interchanged uh, the first row with the first column. Okay, they have written the second matrix as second in the first matrix. Both they have interchanged. तो डेल्टा 1 को अगर हम लोग चेंज करके वी कैन राइट इट एज a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 and a3 b3 c3, and delta 2 if we write it as alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3, I'm sorry, alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3 will be, actually I should have written alpha 1 beta 1 gamma 1 alpha 2 beta 2 gamma 2 and alpha 3 beta 3 gamma 3. If we would have written like that and then multiplied, then too we'll get the same answer. Or if we would have multiplied first row with the first column with the first row, then also we would have got the same answer. So row column multiplication is can also be interchanged with row by row or column by column multiplication. Multiplication remains the same. That's what they mean over here. Okay. So if that is the case, then we can see some question. Okay, find the product of the determinants. Let's see if we do row by row multiplication. Can we do row by row multiplication and try? Can we check row by row, column by column and try? Okay. So see, the answer of this would be definitely uh, in 3 by 3 order, right? The order is not going to change. So let's see what is the answer. I'll do row by row multiplication. So 1 ones are 1, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 1 into 0 0. Okay, so that's the first element of the first row. Then first row with second row, 1 zeros are 0, 2 ones are 2, and 1 twos are 2. Right, that was first row with the second row. Now first row with the third row, 1 twos are 2, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, and 1 ones are 1. Now second row with the first row, minus 1 into 1, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1, 0 into minus 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. Second row into second row, 1 into 0 is 0, plus 0 plus 0, everything is 0. Okay, third row, sorry, second row into third row, minus 1 into 2 minus 2, 0 into minus 1 0, and 0 into 1 is 0. Third row with the first row, 1 ones are 1, 0 into minus 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0. Third row multiplied by second row, 1 zeros are 0, 0 ones are 0, and 1 twos are 2. Third row with the third row, 1 twos are 2, 0 into minus 1 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, let's see what answer do we get, and if this method is correct as per them what they are saying, then we should get the correct answer. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 4 1, minus 1 0, minus 2 1 2 3. Let's see if this is the correct answer. Minus 1 4 1. Okay, that's not the correct answer. So there is some mistake or some misunderstanding that has occurred. Let's check the rule again. Thus we may also follow the rule of row by row or column by column, but the value of determinant does not change if we interchange rows and columns by row column multiplication rule. A1 alpha 1, B1 beta 1, C1 gamma 1. Hey, it should be same, yeah. It should be same. Okay, maybe the answer is not correct. Maybe the answer is not correct. But if you find the value of this determinant, maybe it is correct, right? So yeah, we have done I don't think we have done any mistake over here. A1 alpha 2, A1 alpha 2. Yes, yes, it is absolutely correct. What we have done is absolutely correct, and I believe in my method. What I would like to do is I would like to solve this and find the answer, and then I would like to solve their answer and find the final answer of the determinant. So how to solve this? Minus 1 multiplied by 0 into 3, that is 0, minus 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4. Then minus 4 multiplied by minus 1 into 3, that is minus 3, minus 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. Then plus 1 multiplied by minus 1 2s are minus 2, minus 0 1s are 0. Yeah, yeah, it looks okay. So this is minus 1 into plus 4, which is minus 4, and this one is minus of minus 4 multiplied by, this is plus 2, plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1, okay, plus 1 minus 2. Okay, let's open this now. Minus 4 plus 4 plus minus 2. This will cut and this will become minus 2. So minus 2 is the final answer. Let's see if I'm getting minus 2 by solving these. Okay, so let's expand along the first. Hey, we could have expanded. It's okay. Expand along the first row. So 3 bracket 1 ones are 1 minus 0 minus 0 multiplied by whatever remains 0. Okay, so that if we wouldn't have written that, then it's okay, it doesn't matter. Plus 5 multiplied by minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2, minus 1 minus 2 is plus 2, and 3 ones are is 3. So we are going to get uh, minus 3 over here, right? So looks okay. 3 1 minus 0 0 doesn't matter. 5 2 minus 3. Okay, looks okay. 3 ones are 3 plus uh, 5 into minus 1, and that is 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. So what was our answer? Minus 2. Yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So what did I do is, initially I got afraid by seeing this determinant, but then it struck me that they have said that row row multiplication or column multiplication or row column multiplication or column row multiplication, anything works in determinant, since the final answer of the determinant should be same. So now you know multiplication and you shouldn't be afraid of determinant multiplication, right? Whichever way suits you, you can do multiplication of determinants, unlike multiplication of matrices. Let's look at the second example. Express the determinant as, now this is in trigonometric terms, as the product of two determinants, and hence prove that the determinant vanishes. Vanishes means becomes zero. Okay, so I think uh, to express this as a product of two determinants, we have to use trigonometric identities. Let's use them now. Let's use them. Okay, so 1. Now we have to express 1 as a sum or difference of two trigonometric values, and those trigonometric values can be either in terms of cos or sine. So we know that, see, we have beta and alpha over here, so we can take any values, right? So we can take sine square alpha plus cos square alpha. So that I'm replacing in the place, I'm placing in the in the place of 1, I'm writing sine square alpha plus cos square alpha. Why? Because I have to separate them. I have to separate them, and then I can write them as a product of two determinants. Correct? So let's see if we can do something from this. Okay, cos beta minus alpha. Now if you remember, cos A minus B. What is cos A minus B? Cos A minus B was the formula, right? Cos A minus B, let me think. It was cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. I'm very positive about that. Cos A minus cos A minus B. Oh, this is cos C minus D, I think, the formula. Right. Most probably. So this is cos beta minus alpha. Cos of beta minus alpha. Cos of beta minus alpha becomes cos beta cos alpha, cos beta cos alpha plus sin beta sin alpha. Cos beta cos alpha plus sin beta sin alpha. Right? Then we have here cos gamma minus alpha. The same thing. The same thing. In the place of beta and alpha, I'm going to write gamma and alpha. Okay. So cos gamma cos alpha plus sin uh, gamma sin alpha. Okay, I'm just going to make some space for me. This is going to get little messy. Okay, and here I'm going to close the determinant, and I'll go on and finish the remaining part. Cos alpha minus beta. Okay, so what is cos alpha minus beta? Cos alpha minus beta is cos alpha cos beta plus sin alpha sin beta, and then 1. So I will write the same thing, uh, that is sin square alpha plus sin square cos square, I'm sorry, sin square alpha plus cos square beta. Hey, not beta, alpha. uh, okay, there are few things which we should be taking care of. The few things are, see, first thing I notice over here is I can write cos square alpha plus sin square alpha over here. Okay, why cos I'm taking first? Because see, when we are going to separate these two determinants, this will be one of the term and this will be other term. This will be one of the term and this will be other term. So all the causes will be together, which we can take out, and all the signs will be together. You remember, you understand? So here basically the first component of cos is in terms of alpha. So here also we have cos square alpha. Here the first component is in terms of beta. So I'm going to take cos square beta as the first component and the second component as sin square beta, because see, I've got a sin beta over here. So this is also in terms of beta. So that's little trick which I'm playing over here. Okay. And the last would be cos gamma cos beta plus sin gamma sin beta. Okay, and the last row, we are at the last row, uh, cos alpha cos gamma plus sin alpha sin gamma, and cos beta. Let me just utilize some space, some space constraint. So I'm going to write cos beta uh, cos gamma, right, plus sin beta sine gamma. Okay, so that is over, and the last one is 1. Now I'll take care and I'll write cos square gamma plus sine square gamma, since gamma is our first element everywhere in the first component of the third row, right? So this is how the thing has become, evident. Now what we are going to do, now it has become a little interesting. Okay, so let's separate them out and check what happens. Okay, so this is major, okay, and this is important. अगर तुम ये दोनों डिटर्मिनेंट्स को देखोगे और उनके प्रोडक्ट को देखोगे, तो ये रो मेथड से हमने प्रोडक्ट को लिखा है यहाँ पे, जो हमने पहले किया था वही उसका ही फॉर्मूला है. सो इफ यू सी दिस केयरफुली, ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, a1 a2 a3. यहाँ पे दिख रहा है तुम्हें a1 a2 a3. अच्छा, a1 a2 a3 के साथ यहाँ पे क्या मल्टीप्लाइड है, अल्फा वन अल्फा वन अल्फा वन. अल्फा वन मतलब ये. तो बेसिकली हमको ये है b1 b2 b3 विच इज हियर, और फिर क्या है बीटा वन बीटा वन बीटा वन, एंड फिर c1 c2 c3 विच इज ओवर हियर, एंड देन अल्फा वन सॉरी गामा वन गामा वन गामा वन. तो हमको इससे क्या मिलेगा पता है, वी विल गेट द टू प्रोडक्ट्स, दैट इज बेसिकली जो हमको ये डिटर्मिनेंट को प्रोडक्ट के फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस करना था, मतलब उल्टा. हमको ऑलरेडी अल्फा वन अल्फा टू सॉरी डेल्टा वन डेल्टा टू दिया है, हमें डेल्टा वन और डेल्टा टू को सेपरेट करके दिखाना है. ठीक है, तो हमको थोड़ा सा गेम खेलना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे, एंड आई शो यू हाउ एग्जैक्टली. ये तो हमने पहले फर्स्ट स्टेप में तो वी हैव जस्ट अप्लाइड ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक आइडेंटिटीज. नाउ वी हैव टू रीअरेंज these trigonometric identities such that we get our two separate determinants in the form of product. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट यहाँ पे बात है. ठीक है, सो लेट्स एक्सप्रेस लेट्स सी हमें क्या मिलता है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, सो जैसे मैंने तुम्हें बताया कि अगर तुम इसको रो बाय रो मेथड से अगर मल्टीप्लाई करते तो a1 a2 a3 हमें मिलना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे कॉस अल्फा कॉस अल्फा कॉस अल्फा है. क्या मैं इसको ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ, कॉस अल्फा कॉस बीटा कॉस गैमा, बिल्कुल लिख सकता हूँ. और कॉस अल्फा कॉस बीटा कॉस गैमा के साथ एक ही चीज मल्टीप्लाई होनी चाहिए, अल्फा वन अल्फा वन अल्फा वन. अब यहाँ पे क्या बचता है, यहाँ पे बचता है कॉस अल्फा. यहाँ पे क्या बचता है, ऑफ कोर्स कॉस अल्फा. अब यहाँ पे क्या बचता है, ऑफ कोर्स कॉस अल्फा. हो गया. ये क्या मिला हमें, a1 अल्फा वन a2 अल्फा वन एंड a3 अल्फा वन. ठीक है, अच्छा, प्लस प्लस क्या होना चाहिए, प्लस हमें मिलना चाहिए b1 बीटा वन b2 बीटा वन एंड b3 बीटा वन. तो इफ यू लुक एट इट क्लोजली, यहाँ पे कोई थर्ड एलिमेंट नहीं है, तो ये तुम्हारा a1 अल्फा वन वाला है, ये है b1 बीटा वन वाला वैल्यू है, और यहाँ पे कोई थर्ड वैल्यू है ही नहीं. यहाँ भी कोई थर्ड वैल्यू नहीं है, यहाँ भी कोई थर्ड, मतलब ये जो थर्ड वैल्यू है एब्सेंट है, मतलब वो जीरो ही होगा. ठीक है, वो बाद में देखते हैं, बट पहले इसको लिखते हैं. तो साइन अल्फा होगा पहले यहाँ पे, उसके बाद प्लस यहाँ पे आएगा साइन बीटा, प्लस यहाँ पे आएगा साइन गैमा, और उसके साथ क्या मल्टीप्लाई होगा, साइन अल्फा, फिर से साइन अल्फा, फिर से साइन अल्फा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज बेसिकली what was missing. ओके, तो यहाँ पे प्लस जीरो प्लस जीरो प्लस जीरो ऐसे हम लोग डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस इज जस्ट द फर्स्ट the product of the first row with all the 3 rows of the second determinant. ये सिर्फ इतना पार्ट मिला है हमें. ठीक है, तो आगे इसको कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं पहले फटाफट। तो आगे हम लोग लिखेंगे कॉस, ये बड़ा होने वाला है, कॉस अल्फा, कॉस बीटा, कॉस गैमा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय कॉस अल्फा, हे कॉस अल्फा या नहीं सॉरी कॉस बीटा राइट, कॉस बीटा राइट, ये सेकंड वाला है ना, तो कॉस बीटा ही रहेगा यार यहाँ भी। क्या लिख रहा हूँ मैं, कॉस अल्फा क्यों लिख रहा हूँ, जस्ट मोमेंट। सो यहाँ पे कॉस बीटा ही आएगा, ठीक है। There is some issue with my software, maybe, wait। तो कॉस अल्फा मैंने यहाँ से कॉस अल्फा को मैंने पहले लिखा, फिर कॉस बीटा यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ, ठीक है। फिर कॉस बीटा इंटू कॉस बीटा, कॉस बीटा इंटू कॉस बीटा, एंड देन कॉस गैमा इंटू कॉस बीटा, ठीक है, प्लस अब ये साइन वाले की बारी आई, राइट। तो आई एम गोइंग टू राइट साइन अल्फा फर्स्ट एंड देन साइन बीटा, then plus sin beta into sin beta and plus sin gamma into sin beta and then plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 क्यों लिखा है समझा, because there is no third term over here after sin beta sin gamma, there is nothing, there should be, actually there should be, but यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है, तो मतलब डेफिनेटली दोनों का प्रोडक्ट जीरो होगा, इसलिए हमने जीरो को इग्नोर करके नहीं लिखा है, ठीक है। नाउ सेम वे आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सपांड दिस पर्टिकुलर terms over here and it's going to be cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma multiplied by cos gamma multiplied by cos gamma multiplied by cos gamma plus, ठीक है, प्लस यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे साइन अल्फा प्लस साइन बीटा प्लस साइन गैमा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय साइन अल्फा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय साइन गैमा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय साइन गैमा, ठीक है। है कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया हमने, अल्फा यहाँ पे बीटा, यहाँ पे बीटा आया तो गैमा आएगा, यहाँ पे अल्फा है, अल्फा एंड यहाँ पे साइन गैमा इंटू साइन गैमा, अल्फा है, यहाँ पे अल्फा हमने पहले ही लिख दिया था, तो यहाँ पे गैमा आएगा, यहाँ भी गैमा आएगा, यहाँ पे गैमा आएगा और यहाँ भी गैमा आएगा, करेक्ट, और प्लस ज़ीरो प्लस ज़ीरो प्लस ज़ीरो, ठीक है। अब बहुत क्लियर हो चुका है। नाउ सी, नाउ आई टेल यू विच इज A1 A2 A3, this one is A1 A2 A3, this is B1 B2 B3, this is C1 C2 C3, ठीक है। A1 A2 A3, B1 B2 B3, C1 C2 C3, A1 A2 A3, B1 B2 B3, C1 C2 C3। अब इजी हो जाएगा इसको एक्सपांड करके दो प्रोडक्ट, दो डिटरमिनेंट्स के प्रोडक्ट के फॉर्म में लिखना, ठीक है। सो इट विल बी रिटर्न एज कॉस अल्फा कॉस बीटा कॉस गैमा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय साइन गैमा, सॉरी साइन अल्फा साइन बीटा साइन गैमा, फिर 0 0 0, so this is delta 1 multiplied by second determinant cos alpha, फिर उसके बाद ये वाला जो आएगा दैट इज बेसिकली योर cos बीटा, एंड ये वाला इधर आएगा cos gamma, राइट? एम आई करेक्ट? हाँ, आई थिंक इट सीम्स सो, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए। यस, इट इज करेक्ट। ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद आएगा साइन अल्फा, यहाँ पे आएगा। उसके बाद आएगा साइन बीटा यहाँ पे, एंड साइन गैमा यहाँ पे, एंड देन 0 0 0। अब किसी भी डिटर्मिनेंट में अगर कोई भी एक पूरी रो और पूरी कॉलम 0 है तो वो पूरे डिटर्मिनेंट की वैल्यू 0 हो जाएगी। सो 0 इंटू 0 0। सो ये हमने प्रूव कर दिया कि दिस पर्टिकुलर डिटर्मिनेंट वैनिशेस। ठीक है, एंड इफ दिस डिटर्मिनेंट इज expressed as product of two determinants, the determinant vanishes। तो इसको एक्चुअली हमें अलग तरीके से भी पूछ सकते हैं कि evaluate this, तो रो कॉलम से evaluate करने के लिए भी बोल सकते हैं, but that would be very very long and very confusing। But this method that is expressing the determinants as the product of two works over here। ठीक है, तो आज हम लोग इतना ही करते हैं। Maybe tomorrow, and I'm going to be quicker in my videos, I promise, because वो डाउट सॉल्विंग जो था प्रॉपर्टीज वाला उसने काफ़ी लंबा टाइम ले लिया। आई थिंक डाउट सॉल्विंग को हमें थोड़ा भी बैक ट्रैक पर रख के सिलेबस पे फोकस करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वी आर डेफिनेटली लैगिंग बिहाइंड। बट द गुड न्यूज़ इज के वी डोंट नो कि अभी आगे फ्यूचर में कैसा है। तो हमारे पास, मैं मानता हूँ कि एम्पल ऑफ टाइम है कि वी कैन फोकस ऑन द डाउट सॉल्विंग, वी कैन फोकस ऑन द कॉन्सेप्ट, और ऐसे छोटी छोटी चीज़ें जो जनरली मैं इतना फास्ट जाता हूँ क्लासरूम में क्योंकि हमारे पास टाइम नहीं होता और एनर्जी नहीं होती। तो आज हमारे पास ये मौका है कि हम लोग ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे फोकस कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, सो डोंट फील लो कि हम लोग बहुत पीछे हैं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। वी आर गोइंग टू फिनिश द सिलेबस इन टाइम, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्रीज आवर स्पीड एज वेल। बट आई नीड योर सपोर्ट एंड your trust, so that we can definitely work harder, and I'm definitely doing everything what I can which is in my capacity. But I just want you to be patient, which you are already, right? So no complaints. So I'm going to see you in the next video. All right, bye bye.